Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. First of all, I want to say I know we haven't posted a video in a while, and just life has been a little busy lately and got a lot of stuff going on, but we're back. I'm going to try to push out some decent content with the V6 car. Give you a little quick update on what's going on. We have a specific video for this car today. I'll get to it in here in a second, but we've added, this is the wife's new daily. It's a Jetta R spec, which is not really an R, it's just more of like interior features. Nice car, slow, but it's a nice car. Not all cars need to be race cars. The GTI, a little dirty. I changed the wheels on it because I think 19s look better on it, and I really like the way the stance looked. So I haven't really done much to the GTI since. I mean, it's daily, it doesn't need a ton of stuff, but really happy with it. And she put a wing on it. It's a Z01 wing. So I wasn't sure about it when she first said it, but I'm like, honestly, it looks really, really good. So she did it all on her own. She still needs to, that trunk has like 8-9 holes in it, so she needs to get it painted. But really, really happy with the way it turned out. She put some side skirts on it too. So, and I'm really proud of her. She's done a lot of this work on her own. A lot of times she does it on her days off, and I'm at work and I come home and she's done some other stuff. So she's really gotten into the car stuff a lot. So anyways, video today, we're working on this car. I've been having some issues with boost. Basically, my first issue was the car wasn't making enough boost. I went to Auto Mafia a few weeks ago. I started to record. I got a little aggravated with the car, and I was like, screw this. But Caleb might have a video on it. He recorded his for his channel. So basically, I don't feel the car was making a low boost. It was making 8-9 pounds of boost, and power-wise, it was making like 460, 470, and the car already made 500. So, and I figured it was going to make more with the water meth, and we were going to try to tune for the water meth, but the car just wasn't making the right boost. It could have been that it's super hot, and it is. Like when we first downloaded this car, it was like maybe mid to late November here in Florida, where temperatures are already decent. Right now we're in the middle of summer. It was probably one of the hottest days of the year when I went over there, and Caleb's shop is really hot inside too. But no excuses. I wanna see why the car wasn't making any power. Not any power, just wasn't making the kind of power I was expecting. So I brought the car home, waited a day. I guess it was last Saturday. I got under it. I checked the wastegate springs. They look fine. I swapped them out anyways, and I put the original ones that came with the kit, some tile yellows, and I put them on, and still about the same. It was making 9 or 10 ish, so about the same. I want the car to make about 12, 13. That's the goal. I'm not going crazy with it. I want the car to make about 12, 13. So I put it on there, went for a ride, made 9 or 10. I said, well, it's a little better than it was, but still. So I said, screw it. I've had a boost controller in this garage for God knows, I think since I picked it up in January. I found it on Let Go. It's a Turbo Smart e-boost, and it's a good boost controller, but it's extremely finicky. You have to dial the car in. You have to, because if not, the car's either gonna blow it up or it's gonna run like crap. So extremely finicky. But I hooked it up, but there's like 8 different methods to freaking hooking up a boost controller, and especially for twin turbos. So I did it with one solenoid at first because that's all I had. I had ordered the second one, but I want to try to see if it was how it would do. Car ran terrible. Boost spike. It actually started smoking really bad because I turned it way down, and I think I kind of actually stopped the actual turbo from spinning. So I unplugged everything. I mean, the car was smoking so bad I had to pull outside the road, and I just unplugged it. I unplugged the boost controller, and the car started running fine again. And I drove it around a little bit to get all the oil out of the exhaust, and it stopped smoking, and I've taken it out a few times and it ran fine. So I tried it again. I got the second boost controller. I got 2 boost control solenoids on. I got one over here, and you see the other one over there. So they're not connected yet. I still got to plumb the lines. I'm going to redo the lines again because I want to make sure everything's correct. But the biggest reason that today's video is about, we're changing wastegates. because this kit came with tiles, Chinese factory, specialty of eBay. So when I pulled out the spring, which I'm going to show you once I get the, you can tell that I was getting a lot of rust. I run the 85, so I expected maybe some rust, but the real tiles are stainless steel. What I had there is basically just steel. So I had a lot of rust and had a lot of shaft play on it. So we need to get rid of these fake tiles. That's what you get with a JMP kit, I guess, is you get basically Chinese knockoff tiles. And they ran fine for, I don't know, this kit's been on 7 months, 7-8 months. They ran fine for a good amount of time, but I could tell that the car was losing boost. So I said, well, it's time to change it. One of the biggest reasons is because, yeah, they're pricey, they're expensive, but the real deal is the real deal. So I got me, and you know, since I have two, I have to buy two of everything. So I got me the real deal here. This is a real deal tile, and I'll show you once I pull the other one out. I'll show you the difference. But you can see where a lot of times where they're actually going to say air, and some are going to say H2O. That's the real deal tiles. The flange here is a little different. It just looks better, plain and simple. It looks better. So everything, even the fire ring just looks a lot better. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the wastegates, and then we'll compare them, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start installing these. So let's go ahead and have some fun, guys. Again, we're gonna try to get on the video train again. Javi's selling his car, so we're gonna have a new car on the channel hopefully soon, where we can have a little fun with it. And just it's time to come back and have some fun with it. But I'm excited. Let's get this going. I'm under the car. Here's the wastegate. I'm gonna start with this one first because this one's way more of a pain in the ass to put back on than that one is over there. So let's start here. I'm not gonna bore you guys with the whole taking it out because I don't know how long this is gonna take me. I mean, this could take me 5 minutes, it could take me half hour. So I just gotta take it off. That's the dump. I don't know if you guys knew or not, but I had my dump because I got tired of the screaming wastegate sounds, and I just had it dumped right there right before the X-Bike. So I can actually hear turbo noises. I prefer turbo noises over screaming wastegates. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one out, and then we'll compare. I'm gonna show you guys the difference between a real tile and a fake tile. Fake. This is fake. 100% eBay garbage. But I mean, they work. But long term, no. You gotta do the real thing. All right, guys. So I got it out, and I'll be honest with you guys. This one doesn't look as bad as the other one. I'll pull out the other one here in a little bit. I actually didn't pull this one out because this one's a little harder to reach, and I just changed the spring out the last time right on the car. It was a little pain in the butt, but with two people you could do it. Have one by somebody push, and I don't have a heavy spring on it, so it wasn't bad. But this one doesn't look bad compared to the other one. So this one for a knockoff, I think they're both two different knockoffs. It isn't terrible, but I mean, I see the difference. You can tell a lot of differences where the ports, the actual tile actually tells you if it's air or water. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the spring out, and I got my little, pulling the spring isn't hard. You just gotta have the right tools. And basically it's easy to do with a clamp. You do it with a clamp and push down, take all the bolts off, boom. Sorry, I got a little bit of a mess here right now, but put the clamp on it, as you see. Just hold it down and just start breaking them free. Pretty simple. So I'm gonna pull the spring out. We'll look at the shaft inside, see if it has any play, and then work on putting on the new one, I guess. All right, so I got all the bolts out. They're right there. So all you do now, just slowly release it. That one that's low, but it does the job. And that's it. That's pretty much it. There's a cap. There's a spring. This is a tile yellow. There's so many different basically readings on this. Some say it's 3 psi. I've seen that it could be 9 psi. So I'm gonna do a little more homework if I install this one back on. Or I think I have a small yellow in the new ones anyways, and I'll probably just run a new one. But this is the one I just replaced last week, and it's got a little more tension than the one I had, even though it's smaller. But it's either boost creeping, because if this is a 3-pound spring, I was doing 9 to 10 pounds, then we have some serious boost creep issues. And hopefully the boost controller will help that, or the crappy wastegates. So we'll see. So let's check it out and see. Pop it open. The diaphragm was actually doing a pretty good job on this one. This one looks a lot better. Wait till we'll pull out the other one, and you're gonna see the difference. But this one looks a lot better than the. But look, that's a lot of play. It has a lot of play though. Look, the diaphragm was already starting to fall apart. I mean, I don't know if that was gonna cause an issue, but it could have. I got pieces of diaphragm. I actually got pieces of diaphragm inside there. Look at that. Well, that sucker's completely off. Look at that. I'm taking it off. Look at that. Oh, the bolt. There's no bolt holding this. The bolts fell out. Where the hell did the bolts go though? Oh, that could have been a major issue. I'm sure this thing was probably cockeyed all the damn time. But that's when it happens. I mean, I think overall build, this isn't bad compared to the other one I have. But this is the kind of crap that for a $50 wastegate compared to, yeah, tile's almost about 300 bucks for one. But that's horrible. It could never seat right. So that's probably one of the biggest issues I was having right there. Okay, so here's the tile. Diaphragm material. It's more silicone. It doesn't have any, like the other one over there has more of a thread. It has a thread in it, you see? I don't know. But this one's, I guess, all silicone or neoprene, wherever they make these out of. But no shaft blade in the bottom or the top. Absolutely no shaft blade. Look, even just look how the diaphragm even grabs without. I mean, Jesus. This is the biggest issue here. That should. I mean, the bolts literally came out of it. But I know I actually reinforced this and I put Loctite in this whole thing when I got it, because that's what you're supposed to do. Is if you buy a cheap wastegate, you take it apart and you reinforce it, because you bought a cheap wastegate and you want to make sure you don't have no issues, and I still had issues. So everything looks better. This is stainless steel. I think this is actually still stainless steel in this one. See, because there's no corrosion. When we pull the other one out, you're gonna see that sucker's full of corrosion. That sucker is steel. But because apparently, I guess I got two different wastegates. I guess he just threw in whatever was laying around. Clearly, the tile's better. A lot nicer material. A lot better built. Nice quality. So now I need to figure out what spring I want to use on this. And because I want to be able to, part of me is like, screw it, I just run wastegate spring. A lot less hassle, because the boost controller, you can control it better. And you know, and I want to be able to see if I can control it when it comes in a little more. But it's also a pain in the ass, and I don't want to end up screwing something up. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do a run with it, just wastegate spring, see how it should do a lot better. And then I'm still not gonna give up on the boost controller. I'm probably gonna, in the next video, I'm probably gonna do it, and then go from there. See if I can actually get it dialed in with the boost controller. If I can't, then I'll unplug it and sell it and be done with it, and just run a wastegate spring, which is simple. Wastegate spring is simple. It's just I want to be able to control it more, where I can actually, I just want it to come in a little slow. Right now it comes in about 32, 3,000. I wanted to see if I could have it come in a little. I don't care if it's 3,000, 28 or 25. If it comes in 25, I would love it. And which with the boost controller, you can control the gate pressure to have it come in a little sooner. Let's get this installed in the car. Not gonna bore you with the installation part because it's just boring. With me probably a lot of cussing and screaming. I'm sweating like a pig because it's 100 freaking degrees out here. I got a fan going, so it's gonna mess up with sound. So let's get this on. And damn it, I'm really excited to get this on because this actually should make a decent difference in the car. All right, guys, even down to the clamps. This is what you get with the fake stuff, with the fake eBay tile. And this is the real deal. Look how much better that is. Thicker stainless. This is actually stainless, and this is hot garbage. I don't even know what this is. It might be stainless, but not very good stainless. And I don't know if you could see just like where the clamps in the middle there, the separation you can tell it has. Just wow, what a difference. I mean, it took me a while to just give in and buy these, but Jesus Christ, I should have done this from the get-go. But it's just so much money to start with, and then you put a turbo kit on top of it and like crap, you know. Either way, this is going to be a much needed improvement. I'm excited to get this on now. Alright guys, so I tried to put it on. I don't know if you can see it or not. Tried to put it on, and for some reason this wastegate, it seats fine on the mounts, I guess, but I had to. It was hitting that little holder. I guess that's what holds the cable here for the trans. So I just trimmed it down a little bit because it was hitting. I didn't want it to hit. So I mean, no big deal. Just got the Dremel out, got the Dremel right there, and just went to town on it. Just trimmed out enough where it wasn't hitting anymore, and had some clearance. So it's ready to get put on now. So after a nightmare, put it on the passenger side one, because the passenger side one is so incredibly difficult. Just when he built this kit, he could have added a 1/4 inch more and it would have cleared it. It barely clears the flange, the T4 flange for the turbo. But anyways, it's on. It took way longer than it needed to be, but this is the second one. Let me show you on the second one so you get you in the light. This is a second. You can see, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's actually rust in there. No. There's actually rust in there. And it's building up over here too. It's like a real thick buildup of rust. So clearly this is not stainless steel. So another, tile. I don't know where the hell they made it, but it's a tile. Not made here though. Made in USA, my ass. Alright guys, so got it all done. Took way longer than it needed to be, but is what it is. The passenger side is just a nightmare. I hate dealing with the passenger side because it gives you absolutely almost no room. Almost no room to put the clamp on for the wastegate. You have to get it absolutely perfect. But then you have to push it, because with the spring you're gonna get tension on the fire ring, so you have to push it in to seat it, and it's so hard to do, and so you need help. And then even with that, you still have to get it perfect. But anyways, I got it in. Driver's side takes like half an hour. That's done. Spent most of my day doing this. Didn't think it was gonna take as long as it did, but it is what it is. I haven't done it in a while, so we're gonna go drive it right now. We're just on gate and gonna see what it does. And gotta get home real quick because it is dark and ugly. So we're gonna see what it does with these basically way better wastegates. I'm gonna do another quick pull, try to get to the house before it starts pouring on me. Let's see if you guys. I'll do the third gear. There, I guess it came up to about 8, almost ones like that, I have a reference to work with from the boost controller. So these are definitely working better, because I mean, the other ones were creeping with the boost controller, creeping bad. So I'm gonna hook up the next thing I need to do is hook up the boost controller and see if I can actually play with it and see what these gates, real deal gates, can do, where they're not crapping. I didn't have one almost falling apart on me. So the car feels good. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, the car hit like 15 pounds when we were doing the testing with the boost controller, and that felt good. I know, I did. The car pulled like, gee, I never felt the car pull the way it pulled like that. But I don't know. I'm gonna think about it when I turn it up, but I'm gonna turn it up. It's definitely not staying at 8, 9 pounds. Hell no. I wanted it to be about 12, maybe 13. That's pretty much it. And that should definitely wake up the car pretty well. But I mean, the gates are working. They're working. They're doing their job. So I could add another spring to it and work it like that. Because I think the reference point is these are about 7 pounds. Those yellow springs are about 7 pounds, so it's doing a little more, but that's not bad. If it's doing a pound more, that's about average. You got to give or take. So that's where we're at, guys. I'm gonna keep working on it. I want to dial this car in a little better. I just feel with the boost controller, the boost is gonna come in a different way, and that's what I want. I want it to come in a little earlier. So that's the plan, and then after that, and I want to turn it up with the boost controller. All right, one last pull before we go. Back at the house. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I did have something else planned for this car tomorrow, but I don't feel like working on it. I spent way too long working on this car today, so it is what it is. I'll work on it. I'll work on it when we get back from vacation. And something pretty cool, something I've been wanting to do for years. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments or on my Instagram. I'll put them up right there. And just thank you guys for watching. Again, sorry about taking so long. We just, you know, life has been a little crazy lately with everything going on, and kids are home all the time. It's just hard to find the time. But we're back, and we're gonna try to keep on with these videos, and we enjoy making them. And hopefully Javi gets something badass, because I heard Civic or minivan, and no, we can't do that. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna kick him out of the channel. So no, I'm just kidding. But hopefully he gets something pretty badass, and that'll be a new car for the channel. So again, guys, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe out there.